Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Insomniac Writer, aka R.S. Lewis, and I am reacting to yet another trailer. This time we got The Flash starring Ezra Miller, and yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But before I go into this, I went so long without doing any reactions, and then they're just like boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to shut up and we're going to get to this trailer reaction for The Flash. And if you're wondering why I haven't seen it, because it aired during the Super Bowl, I had to walk the dog, had to go from one house to another, and Super Bowl purse, whatever. So y'all don't care. Anyway, let's react to The Flash.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again. Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets. It's my face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
Bruce, I could fix things.
You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe. Zod,
We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future. What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm Barry. We're Barry. Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
Woo, woo, woo. Okay, boys and girls, I don't know about you, but I am hyped to see that. I haven't been hyped for a DC project since like the first Wonder Woman, and wow. Yeah, I still got chill bumps. All right, let me get out of my fangirl moment. The Flash movie starring Ezra Miller, they're going to be using Flashpoint, the Paradox storyline. Sorry, I'm just like, wow. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't watch this during the Super Bowl, because then I wouldn't have been able to react to it. Whatever. I don't even. So anyway, if you're not familiar with the storyline or the source material of the Flashpoint Paradox, it's from the 2011 comic book. I was hyped. I loved seeing this storyline in the animated series that came out a few years after that. I think it was like 2013. And the CW did a version of it that wasn't bad, but it had the potential to be so much more than what we got on the CW. And I love The Flash. I love Grant Gustin. He's not problematic. You know, he's a great actor. I love his on-screen chemistry with his cast, mates, especially him and Iris in particular. You know, obviously their budget is not like Warner Brothers budget, but with them having the time, and the, they had a whole season to map out this and crazy story, and I think they dropped the ball just a little bit. Was it bad? No. It did alter some things in the series. Like, I think John Diggle on the series, he ended up having, I think, a son instead of a daughter or something like that. So things happen, obviously, that were irreparable, but whatever. The point is back to this. Now, in an animated series, in the comic book, Barry, and also the CW, the thing is he goes back to save his mom, because that's the thing. The Reverse Flash kills his mom. Inevitably, he's going to become the Flash, and he's going to be, his nemesis. Can't beat him, but this is the creation of him. You know what I mean? So with his origin, and with that not happening, if he goes back and saves his mom, like, who wouldn't want the chance to save their mom? But it comes at the cost of so much, and we see Ben Affleck's Batman, Bruce Wayne, telling him what the cost of this is. Like, you could destroy everything. It's like Doc Brown said it.
I warned you about this, kid. The consequences could be disastrous.
If you had the chance to save someone you love, when you do it, I know I would. Now, in the CW, and I believe, not really the CW, because they didn't have, the problem with the CW, they didn't have the rights to a lot of characters in the Warner Brothers DC universe or whatever. So they obviously, because I think at the time Gotham was on Fox, so they couldn't touch Batman. And then Batman had movies still coming out. Even Gotham couldn't touch certain characters in the Batman lore. So they kind of left that out, and they hinted at it on the CW and changed some things. Inevitably, his nemesis has to help him. I'm guessing the Reverse Flash will be on in here. I mean, he's a pivotal part of the story. I'm assuming they may do something, but they do have General Zod. Henry Allen, who plays Barry's dad, he's going to be in now. I'm trying to remember in the Justice League who played his dad. I don't remember if that's who played his dad. What we're really excited for is Michael Keaton, and he says,
I'm Batman.
Beautiful. Awesome. Even though he's like a different character in the Spider-Man universe. Anyway, the point is, he was Batman. I heard some people saying, what about the other guy? I keep saying Patrick Bateman. That's not his name. From American Psycho. But no, Batman, if you're in my age demographic, Michael Keaton played him in 1989. One of my favorite ones, the Tim Burton, and then they used part of that score. Oh, awesome. And I'm assuming he's going to play Thomas Wayne, because I think in the Flashpoint paradox, I remember from the cartoon very vaguely, Bruce Wayne died in that alley. So his father, was Batman, obviously. That's who's helping him in this particular story. If that's the case, in this story, and they're not changing it, oh, wow, that is totally awesome. And I'm still hyped. I think Danny Elfman did the score. He did a lot of Tim Burton scores, so I think he did the score for that too. It's so much to look like. We see Supergirl. Holy crap. She's in here. I forget the actress's name, but she is amazing. I got my computer here because I'm back. I'm back. Sasha Calle, I think that's her name, or Kyle. And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm not even mad. So she doesn't look like she does on the CW with the blonde hair. But I do remember in the movie, I think she had glasses and dark hair. I can't remember, but usually we see her with blonde hair. But they kind of changed her look. Who cares? I don't care. Do you care? No. Michael Shannon, he's back. I loved him as General Zod. I loved him in a lot of movies. He's an amazing actor. He was in this movie with them riding bikes with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I think that's how he has like 3 first names. But he was in that. He played a bad guy in that. And he was really awesome. Like, he was in Bad Boys 2. He's been in so many movies, and you like, holy crap, that's that guy that's been in everything. But I loved him as General Zod, even though Man of Steel was a more darker take on the hero. Still, he played a very good General Zod that I haven't seen since, Superman 2. And that's one of my favorite. Superman 2, Clark Kent, and what's the name playing him? I forget his name too, but playing General Zod, and he had his his right in command. Wow. And like I said, I'm familiar with the story and the source material of this particular comic. It's one of the first Flash stories that I actually got attached to, because I like the Flash, but I was never really crazy about him. Like, he was like, okay, he's the fastest man alive. Okay, whatever. I pretty much got the Trinity: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Flash is always up there too, right underneath the 3 of them. So, but it's like, I always go towards Wonder Woman because I'm a girl. Girl power. Yes. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Ezra Miller. First and foremost, I wrote a blog. I wrote a story. I'm gonna post a link if you haven't read it with everything that was happening with him last year in the news. Like, he was trending like all the time, very problematic, a lot of mental health issues. And it's not uncommon with people in that field with acting. I mean, you're getting paid to be other people. And in order to be other people, it takes a level of mental tenacity to just become someone else. And almost every role I've seen him in, be it comedic or this type of role or whatever, he really embraces that. That being said, I know he struggled with a lot of mental health problems last year, which I'm hoping, and just probably drugs thrown in there too. I'm hoping that he's gotten treatment for that. I'm hoping that he's taken care of that. Because yeah, it was like people were saying we want Grant Gustin to be the Flash, but he was a different version of the Flash. Speaking of, I'm not sure if you saw the crossover event that they had, the final one that they had last season. It was all of the CW shows, Batgirl, Batwoman, whatever, Supergirl, their version of Superman, obviously the Flash, Arrow, Black Lightning. All of them were together, and they even pulled other DC live action people. Like they've always had the Flash recurring from the original story from the 90s. But anyway, the point was Ezra Miller was on that, and he did a stand. I don't even know how they kept that secret. I was like, oh my God. So when they put together the Justice League show, like Justice League in that particular instance, or that version of Justice League, it was really, really dope. And I completely appreciated the work that went into it. And that's what I expected from, I think, season 3 of The Flash with Flashpoint. You know what I mean? You had a whole season to do this, but they put that team up and that collaboration and that crossover event, and it was like a whole week of stuff. They even had Lucifer, they had Robin from the 60s Batman, they had everybody. And and it was really decent how they put the time to get characters. I don't think they had Lois and Clark per se, but those characters have been, the Dean Cain and I forget her name from Lois and Clark back from the 90s. They've been on that show, on a CW show. I believe they were on Supergirl. So the point is, they've done this and they put together this whole thing, and it's been amazing that what can be done when you take care of the property and you just really don't try to just do fan service, but you really tell a good story and you put together a good script and so on and so forth. But anyway, the point is like he was on there and I was like, oh, that's decent. So I'm wondering if they'll have Grant Gustin on there. I don't know, like, because there are versions of him. I don't think that they will, but I saw somewhere that he could be. He might be. I don't know. Sometimes people pop up and you don't know what's going on. Unfortunately, this is the last of this DCEU Justice League film. Obviously, Cyborg's not getting his. That got scrapped with the whole thing with him and Warner Brothers, Walter Hamada, all those people that got it played the Cyborg. Henry Cavill is no longer going to be Superman. Wonder Woman is not going to be played by Gal Gadot. Now, I know there will be other entries. Like, obviously, there's always going to be a Batman because everybody loves Batman.
I'm Batman.
So, that being said, we're saying goodbye to the DCEU with this. I would love to see other entries. DC has an amazing collection of superheroes and villains that we don't necessarily have to have Batman. There's other ones. We don't have to have Superman either. So summer's looking like it's going to be a blockbuster summer. We got some good movies coming out this year. Anyway, I'm going to end this. I've been ranting and raving and talking. I don't really want to give you too many predictions because the storyline is out there. I don't think they're going to change too much. We got a lot of returning characters from the Justice League, especially the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Kiersey Clemons is coming back as Iris. So many different people are coming back, and that's great. And then it looks like we got some new people. So I actually, Nora West, who plays Barry's mom, she's going to be in here because obviously she's passed. What do you guys think about this? Leave your comments in the comment section because where else are you going to leave them? I had a little bit of caffeine, but I'm like hype. Anyway, I have a contest going on. If you would like to win a free t-shirt, not this t-shirt, but a t-shirt from my merch store, I'm going to be giving it away if you can guess the next color and my next review, not my next Charlie reaction. I will be doing a Charlie reaction pretty soon. And when I do, I'm going to be changing this color. So next week, stay tuned for my next video. I have one more video lined up for you, so it'll probably be with this color because I pre-filmed it. But yeah, if you can guess my next color, you'll get a free tee. I'm going to be, promoting that on Instagram. So make sure you follow me at insomniac_writer on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And yeah, so anyway, I'm out of here. Be awesome, be you, but above all else, love yourself. Take care, guys. Thanks. Oh, yeah, and before I let you go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified. I need to get back to growing this channel again. But even if I don't grow it, I'm just happy to put out content with my friends and those of you that follow, subscribe, or whatever, and that enjoy hearing me rant and rave about stuff. Anyway, take care, guys. I love y'all. Be awesome.